guys, so today I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a tutorial for you guys, and it is going to be on the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. At first I was super hesitant to buy this palette, but once I did and I tried it, I fell in love with it, and the colors are absolutely amazing. You can use it for daytime, you can use it for night. I think this is an awesome palette, especially for the price and how many colors you actually get. This is amazing, and I really like the transition colors. With the tutorial, I'm also going to be doing a first impressions on the Wet n Wild brushes. This is a kit that I got from Walgreens. I got it for $30 and the value of this is $90. It comes with 10 professional face and eye brushes. You can find it at Walgreens. They have a bunch of like holiday collections that you guys can grab, and they're very inexpensive, so I'm going to be trying these out today, and I really like them because they look like unicorn. It's so pretty. If you guys want to see how I created this look or what I think about the Wet n Wild brushes, then just keep on watching. The moisturizer I'm going to be using on my face today is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm. I love this stuff, and it's definitely cheaper than my Neutrogena Hydro Boost one, and it smells so much better. It smells like hair product, but it smells like really, really good. I really like it. So yeah, I definitely switched. This one's only like, I think like 12 or 13 bucks. And the Neutrogena one's like 20 bucks. But I definitely love this one better. I think it does moisturize my face while keeping it like really matte throughout the day. And it is a gel, and gel's like really good for like oily combination skin. So for primer today, I'm gonna be using the Professional by Benefits. I love this stuff so much. I really like how the consistency is, and I just like to apply it. Typically like my T-zone, I like to put this. I think it's almost that time of the month. That's typically when I start breaking out. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, and obviously I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. And if your dip brow pomade is dry, I've had this for a while now, but it lasts a really long time. If it is kind of dry, what I like to do is I like to get some Fix Plus, and I like to put like just a little bit of the Fix Plus in it, and I like to mix it around, and it gives me like the perfect consistency for my brows, so I highly recommend that. Alright, so eyebrows are done, and to clean them up I use my I used my MAC Painterly paint pot, and I just cleaned up the edges and stuff like that. And yeah, that's how I've been doing my eyebrows, like ever since I showed you guys in my last tutorial. But anywho, for foundation today, I'm actually going to be using the NYX Total Control drops. And I am in the color medium olive. I didn't know I was olive, but this was like the closest one that I can find to my skin, and it actually works pretty well. Now usually I will go in with a beauty blender with this, but since I am trying out the Wet n Wild brushes, by the way, I didn't use any of these brushes for my brows because there's like none for my brows. This one is the Precision Foundation brush. In there it has like a dent in the middle almost. It's because the NYX foundation is a watery consistency. I usually use my beauty blender, and then what I'll do is I'll have to go over it because obviously it's watery, so the beauty blender is gonna soak that up. But I don't know, let's try it with a brush and see how it goes. The one thing that I don't like about white brushes is that I'm scared to get them dirty. I don't want to get them dirty, but this feels amazing on my face. It's like Instagram for sure. Alright. Oh, I do not want to use this brush. It's so clean. Okay, so we're just going to work this in. It's definitely giving me more coverage than when I used the beauty blender. It's not soaking up as much. thing is, I'm not used to using a brush for my foundation, so I don't know. I haven't used a brush in so long, and I don't think I'm liking it. Every single time I try to use a brush, I just can't. I can't get myself to use it. But I really like this brush. It feels really nice. Feels good quality. But it's dirty. So I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender just because I'm so used to applying foundation with my beauty blender. And it just gives like a flawless finish. If you like using a brush, use a brush. But I personally don't. Even for like lighter foundations, I don't. So I'm just going to add a little bit more and blend it out. Alright, so now that the foundation is laid, I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm going to be using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. This is the Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. And I got light neutral, and it is kind of dark for me. I got the wrong color. Because I never bought this before. So, like, I didn't know what the colors were. And I think, yeah, for the Tarte Shape Tape, I got light neutral, and the Urban Decay one is light neutral as well, and it's just kind of dark. So I think I might mix it, but I really like this concealer. If it was my shade, I would probably be wearing it by itself, but since it's not my shade, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. But I really like the concealer. I think it lasts a really good time. It doesn't break down. You really do have to set it though. That's my opinion. I really like this concealer though. I think it's really great for the under eyes, and it works. Yeah, see, like when you first put the concealer on, it creases a little bit, so if you don't set it, it's definitely going to crease on you throughout the day. But with the Tarte Shape Tape, as soon as I apply it and I blend it out, I don't see any creases. Powder, I'm going to use my Airspun. I really like a flat brush to, you know, tap in the powder with. So I'm going to use this brush. I think this is supposed to be a blush brush. But since I'm not applying brush today, it's going to be a powder brush. This is actually supposed to be the powder brush, and this one's the blush brush, but whatever. That powder brush is like way too big for me, and I really like to just press my powder in, so I'm just using this. The BH Cosmetics brush that I really like to tap in my powder in has like a flatter edge, so as you guys can see the difference, I really like this one for like really pressing in the powder. Love the handles. The weight is really good to it, and then it has a pointed end, but the weight is like really good with these brushes. I think it's time for eyeshadow. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with my eyes today, so we're just gonna wing it a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna take this brush. This is supposed to be a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette. I like that. Sometimes I like when there is a mirror, and sometimes I don't like it. Like right now, I really like that there's no mirror because I can hold it up and it won't blind you guys. So let me zoom you guys in. So I'm going to first start off with mixing these two colors in the crease. And this is going to act as my transition shade. Oh my gosh, I love this brush. This brush is nice. I really like how fluffy it is. It's really nice. And it's picking up color really well. So now I'm going to focus on these 4 shades, and I'm literally going to mix all of these together, and I'm going to apply that on my crease as well. Yeah, I think I might just do kind of like a goldish look today. And then maybe in like the next video I can do like more of like a colorful. I don't know, we'll see. I might change my mind. I really love these transition shades. They're so awesome. I think she did such a good job And I really think Jaclyn Hill is like probably one of the best beauty gurus on YouTube. I think she does stunning makeup. Like every single time I watch her video, I'm like, how the hell did she get that look? Okay, so now that I have the transition colors, I'm actually going to dip into, I took another brush, by the way. This is a smaller blendy brush called a tapered blendy brush. This color right here, and mix it with a little bit of the brown. And I'm going to focus this more on the outer corner just to give it a little bit more depth and dimension. And I'm literally just going to tap it out in the outer corner and just add a little bit at a time. I'm going to take that same blendy brush that I used for the transition colors, and I'm just going to blend the edges. I'm going to take this dark brown right here, and I'm also going to add it in the outer corner. I'm sorry I'm not telling you guys the names, I'm just pointing at the colors just because I don't want to flip the palette around. But if I can, I'll probably just put it on the screen somewhere so you guys know what colors I'm using. Now for the lower lash line, I changed my mind and I decided to go in with a pop of color. So first off, I'm going to go back in with these two colors that I began with as my transition. And I'm just going to apply that on the bottom. This is a little dome brush. I like mixing colors in this palette. I think it really works. So I'm going to mix these three colors and I'm going to apply it on the bottom lash line. Mix a little bit more blue of that darker blue. I don't want it too turquoise. I want it like a really nice blue. I really like doing this for my eye color. I think that it really makes my eyes pop. Alright, I'm gonna take this flat brush and I'm just going to blend the edges. You can actually take some of that transition color as well and blend it, help you blend it on the bottom. Going to go back in just to intensify it a little bit more. I don't have a brush for the brow bone, so I'm just gonna go in with one of my brushes. For the highlights, I love this color for the brow bone. I think it's super pretty and I think it really does a good job of highlighting the brow bone. So I'm just going to take that first shade and then I'm also going to add some in the inner corner. Surprise, surprise, I am not going in with the eyeliner that I always use every single day of my life. I actually found a new eyeliner that I fell in love with, and this is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and this is in black. I really like this because it is super black and it isn't shiny, it dries matte. The one thing that I will say is that I think it is a hit or a miss when you buy this eyeliner and the brush is jacked up. It's not a felt tip or anything like that. It is an actual brush and it is really hard because I don't know if you guys can see like little brush strands and they're kind of like messed up. So you have to be really careful when you are using this eyeliner, especially for the wing, because of like the little jagged brush strands. Other than that, I really think that this is a good black liner. I just don't think it's good for beginners if you are practicing your wing. I don't think I'm going to cut the camera off when I do this. I got done with my eyeliner and now I'm just not pulling down my eye, but just pressing it, and I'm adding more of that blue on my underwater line and on my waterline. But I am going to go in with the black eyeliner for my waterline. This is the Milani Stay Put liner. I really like this stuff, so I'm going to add this in my waterline. And this is just going to make the eyes pop. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. This is probably my first favorite mascara. The second one is the Voluminous Lash Paradise. Look at the difference, you guys. They don't call it voluminous for nothing, that's for sure. I'm going to bronze the skin up. I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer. This is in bronzer. I actually heard that they brought some new shades into the line, and I'm so excited because the two shades that they had were pretty weak. I have the darker one out of the two that they had, but since they add more, I'm really glad. So yeah, I'm just going to take this this really fluffy brush, and this smells so good. Like legit, if you guys buy this and you put it on, it stays on your face for like the longest time. Like I still smell it throughout the day. So I really like applying bronzer with a really fluffy brush. I'm just gonna go in with the biggest brush in the brush kit. And what I like to do now is, instead of applying blush, I like to kind of like take my bronzer a little bit higher. So usually I'll make the duck face and I'll apply my bronzer right here, but since I'm not applying any blush on a daily, I like doing this, so I take it a little bit higher. It does a really good job of bronzing my face that way. I know most people, it's like different because they have like a longer face. I feel like I have a shorter face, so I have to bring my bronzer up a little bit more. I think it looks pretty, and then when I add the highlight, it's gonna look bomb. I remember one time I was actually bronzing my face and I didn't wait for my eyeliner to dry, and I like smudged my whole eyeliner. Ugh, it was such a biatch to freaking clean up. Alright, so for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Gold Bar. This is supposed to be limited edition, but I think it's still in stores. And I'm going to go in with one of the Wet n Wild highlighting brushes. So yeah, this is amazing. I needed another highlighting brush, and I didn't want to order from Morphe just because it kind of takes a long time and I don't have the patience for that, but looks pretty similar. I really like that it's like more spread out, but I really like this because it picks up the product really well. So let's see how this highlighting brush works. I'm just going to go in it, picks up product. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I like this highlight. It's so good for like every day. This is like a perfect brush because sometimes, since this is like so compact, that brush doesn't really do a good job of like taking the highlighter off out of the pan. But I think for this brush, it works really well. This brush is really good. I really like it. Highly recommend it. Alright, so now for lips, I'm going to go in with the two ColourPop lip satins. One is in Likely and the other one is in Aquarius. And I'm going to put Aquarius all over my lips. One lip, I've noticed, like, I haven't told you guys, I noticed that this lip is a little bit more uneven. So I kind of like to overline that lip a little bit more. If you guys have any other lip shades from ColourPop that you really like, let me know down below. I got two in my cart right now that I'm like definitely gonna buy because they are like, I guess, bestseller, but I want more because I really like their lip satins. I don't like their matte lipsticks, their matte lip colors, just because I feel like it's super drying. And then I'm just going to put lightly in the middle. And then I'll spray my face with some Fix Plus. That's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. And for the Wet n Wild brushes, I absolutely love them. Highly recommend them. And for $30, these are some good quality brushes, and I didn't have any complaints with them. I absolutely love them. So definitely get yours at Walgreens. I got them for 30 bucks for 10 pieces. That is absolutely such a steal. Thank you guys all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, bye guys.